whole new quarter of sculpture students have begun the process of making sculptures for my high school sculpture class, and we usually start with white paper abstract sculptures that can only look like they are made out of white paper, even though they can have other armature materials hidden inside. None of my students are done yet, but the things that they do have on their shelves are just, I think it's really interesting to see the creativity behind the process. So let's go look at some of that. So this project challenges students in many ways. We learn a lot about what abstraction is, and we start to kind of focus on things that are not representational. And then, of course, they have to work within the medium of paper and the restrictions and limitations of what the white paper can do and what it can't do. At this point, I feel like we're seeing a lot of brainstorming and just like ideas kind of trying to take shape. And typically after a few days of this, students will present something to me and say, okay, this is my sculpture, I'm done. But another part of this first project that I build in and kind of don't heavily advertise at the front is that I'm going to keep pushing them to add to their idea and make it more complex, make it larger, and to grow it and build upon it until we've spent 5 full in-class days working on it, and then they can begin to finalize their works and turn them in. And this just pushes them to continue to work through an idea and continue to develop something beyond their original perceived plan. Today in class I had a once-in-a-lifetime chance, and a student looked at me and said, I don't really know the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite, and I said, I'll tell you the difference. Stalagmite's got an M in it. Luckily he knew what I was quoting, but I'm not sure any of the other students did. And that's basically like my life as a high school teacher in a nutshell. I just wait for the perfect moments to quote obscure things that they have never heard of, or that they wouldn't know that they've heard of. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I have said, not my chair, not my problem. They have no idea. It's great. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed these abstract white paper sculptures, and I'll show you more when they're done.